What's up you guys, my name is Neo, and in today's video I'll be sharing with you 6 tips to keep in your mind in order for you to win more gunfights on Call of Duty Mobile. Without further ado, let's get into it. So our first tip in this video is going to be about knowing your gun, or what kind of gun you're using. And the reason why I think this is very important to keep in your mind is because if you're playing with an SMG, it's probably better to keep in your mind that it's better for you to take engagements and fight at short to medium range. If you're using a shotgun, close range are gonna be your best chances to win the gunfight. With an AR, it's probably better to take engagements at medium to long range. When you're using an LMG, it's probably better to keep in your mind that you don't ADS maybe as fast as the other weapon classes, and it's probably better for you to ADS when you're going around a corner and at which range your LMG is most effective. Or if you're using a sniper, medium to long range fights are probably your best bet and the best ranges at which you shine the most. So I would strongly recommend knowing what's the type of gun that you have in your hands and play to the strength of that gun in order to increase your chances of winning the gunfight or any of your encounters. For our second tip in this video, it's going to be check your conditions before moving or engaging people. The reason why I think it's very important is that I see many people running around with low health or with their gun not even reloaded and trying to take engagement. And what happened? They're just 1 or 2 bullets from dying, which they take and die, or they have to reload mid gunfight, and that is very dangerous. So before even trying to move or getting into an area where you know there are gonna be enemies or where you're probably gonna have to be engaged in a gunfight, it's better to look at your conditions. Do I have enough health? Do I need to take maybe a step back in order to get my health back? Do I need to take a second to reload and think carefully about my strategy? It's probably better to put all the chances on your side, and checking if you have if you're in the right condition to take anybody on is probably your best bet, because you want to get into gunfight well prepared and ready, not with half health, almost dead, with a half loaded gun. The third tip on our list is going to be about the crosshair placement when we're moving. You want to always put your crosshair in a position where you have to make as less movement as possible when an enemy pops onto the left or on your right. So let us assume I'm running and an enemy pops onto the left. As you can see in the clip comment, as you can see, the only movement I have to make is that little horizontal movement to get my crosshair from the middle onto the enemy. But when my crosshair is upward, look how much longer is the movement compared to when my crosshair is right in the middle. And the same goes from downward. It's a longer movement to get your crosshair onto the enemy. So always put your crosshair in such a way that you have to make as little of vertical movement to make as possible. Because keep in mind that vertical movement is much harder to make than horizontal movement. Hey, we're halfway through the video. If you like what you see here, don't forget to subscribe. I upload educational content on Call of Duty Mobile in order for people to get better and take their game to the next level. We upload 2 to 3 times a week, and we are almost at 100 subscribers. Now on to the fourth tip, which is going to be always expect somebody around the corner or in the room. The reason why I think this is very important is because people are using sound more now than they ever did before. And whenever you're moving, you're always going to be making some kind of sound. Even with dead silence, there's a certain radius at which people can start hearing your footsteps. So if you want to learn everything about the dead silence and the nerf and the buff, I've made a video about that you should go check out. So since you're making sound anyway, you're gonna alert people, and don't just be running into a room or around a corner without checking or without ADSing, firsthand, because you could regret it. There could be a guy that's actually expecting you, that heard your footsteps a little bit right as you were approaching the corner, and that's ready to take shots at you, right? So what you want to do right there is always expect somebody, slide while you're going around that corner, jump if you have to, at least do something that's gonna make it harder for them to hit you in case they're ADSing and just waiting for you around that corner. Now on to the fifth tip, which applies when you're mid gunfight, and that's gonna be always aim at the upper body of your enemy. Upper bodies have sometimes damage multiplier, meaning you're gonna deal a little bit of extra damage when you go for the upper body with certain weapons. I know it's not very easy to track the upper body of an enemy, but that's where you actually want to go for in order to end your gunfight quickly, because you're gonna be dealing that extra damage that's gonna kill them much faster than they actually can kill you. The sixth and final tip on today's list is going to be move while you're shooting. The reason why I think this is very important is because when you get into a gunfight, you want to get out of that gunfight with the least amount of damage taken as much as possible. So the way you're gonna do that is by strafing, jumping, drop shotting, do anything, any kind of movement that you can do in order for you to take as less damage as possible. And by moving and strafing, your crosshair is moving with you, so you're actually you're gonna need to have at least a decent amount of tracking to keep your crosshair onto the enemy when you're making those movements. Alright guys, that's the end of those were all the tips I had for you for today's video. If you guys went on to learn something useful, don't forget to mention it in the comment section down below. And also, if you have any tip that you personally want to give to anybody that's currently watching the video, don't forget to mention them. We're here to build a community based around helping each other out to get better and get the best experience on the game. Also, my last video was about how to improve your aim and master any gun, so you should definitely go check that out, as it was a very interesting video that could definitely help you take your aim and your precision to the next level. Also, let me know in the comments down below what topic do you guys want me to cover that could definitely be helpful to the community or not. Also, don't forget to let me know down in the comments below what topic should I cover that could be beneficial to the community or beneficial to you concerning the game. And before ending the video, I wanted to share with you in the description the link to a good friend of mine's channel. Thank you very much all for watching, and thank you for watching all the way through. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace out.